All right, happy Tuesday out there to the world. Capital G, capital O, capital D. Thank you for waking me up today and blessing me with another day. Mwah, mwah. Big up to wifey and kids. Big up to you guys out there, man. Back in the old Microsoft Flight Simulator, guys, flying a CRJ 900 for SkyWest, providing Delta connection. Service all the way to Minneapolis today. We are departing here, Bravo 19 for the stand here in Detroit, Metro Wayne County. And we'll do one stop in Chicago's Midway, and then we're on for service all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota, aka the Twin Cities, y'all. Big up, D-Champ. Good to see you here. Welcome aboard. And let's get some things done here on the plane, man. So we'll come here and just recognize we are, in fact, cold and dark. Get these situations up here. Bada bing, bada boom. Thrust levers are in the full idle position. Speed brakes are up. And everything is off. Parking brake is set. And up top is good to go, man. So let's come over here and make sure we get the cart there. Let's see, doors closed. We need to open it up for the pasajeros. Chocks are in place. And ground power is connected. So let's come up top and get that battery on. That ground power available. And let's arm that emergency light there, as well as get ourselves into the nav situation here. And up top will be good to go. See, the aircraft is coming alive. We got to come down here, folks. Get our IRSs on the aligned position. Bada bing, bada boom. And of course, now, before we continue to get the aircraft ready, let's go ahead and jump outside here and let us get this bad boy boarded here.
Boarding requested.
All right. Let's come in here really quick and let's open the aft cargo and forward cargo. There we go. See the cargo doors coming open.
Crew.
And yep.
Pilots boarding starting.
All right. The pilot's boarding is started, man. All right. So while that's happening, we'll get some things crack-a-lacking here. Let's come on board here.
Starting.
Just see if how that crew boarding is happening here. All right. Nice little walk of the aircraft here. Before we get cracking. Curtains here. Let's come up a little bit. We should start seeing some passengers come on. All right, that's the crew coming on board. Get that right there. And let's also get you guys the flight overlay going on there. There we go. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get our Navigraph charts all situated here.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
All right. Guys, take a look here and see what we got going on here. Let's also get the weather on there so that we can see any significant weather. You can see here we'll be departing out of Detroit. We're going to be using a Cobb 3, as you can see up here, and right now it's calling for runway 21. So let's go ahead and actually let's get the weather here in Detroit. Alright, so the weather is 180 at 5 knots. So south, so that runway 21 might look good. Let's come here. Okay, it's calling for 21, but we can probably depart out of here on 22 left. Okay, altimeter is 3010. Let's get the weather in Midway. Weather in Midway 240 at 5 knots. So let's check that airport out. Okay, so it's basically a western runway here, so I'm thinking 240. We'll probably end up taking 22 right and or 22 left. Here's the terminal, so we just have to back taxi here. It looks like on Yankee, if we take 22 left, but again, we could be taking 22 right. Then it would be Victor, cross runway 22 left, and then merge onto Yankee and back. So we'll look for 22 right or 22 left for arrival. And if there's no ATC, maybe we'll choose 22 left. I mean, it's not that much longer than the runway, so yeah, we'll probably choose 22 left for arrival. Okay, it's an RNAV arrival. And yeah, 22 left is definitely one of the runways here, so that's what we're going to choose, is 22 left. Says from 22 left, if we're taking that, cross tact at 3000, expect RNAV GPS approach. So here's tact. Now let's go back to the flight and come down here so that we can choose runway 22 left. So let's select the approaches here. And we'll do 22 left, transition to tact. I like that. Boom.
Welcome on board.
So that's the RNPY Yankee 22 left from tact.
Boarding pass, please.
That is the transition.
Hello.
So here's tact right here, 3000. And then it's basically straight in. With almost a turn, it looks like they're at the 5-mile final. So this would be an interesting approach there into Midway, right over Lake Michigan there. All right, y'all. So we got that situated. So let's get that off for your viewing pleasure there. And let's check you guys out, man. All right.
Welcome on board.
And looks like we have no ATC here. Memphis, Kansas, Atlanta. Okay, yeah, no ATC here. We do have a Scott quote of 7212. So let's recap here. We will be departing out of here, guys, on runway 22 left is the idea. And from 22 left, we'll be, let's make sure, climb heading, intercept 239, cross SAMs at or below 7,000 on track 313. Cool. So 22 left it is. All right, up front we go. Get our Pack X cracking here. Okay, Detroit Midway 22,000 CRJ 9, full of packs. It's going to be a very short flight, so even though we have in-flight Wi-Fi, we potentially
Boarding pass, please.
will not have any in-flight entertainment because this is a short route since we're flying Connection Jet today. All right. Andy Black is in the house, man. Welcome aboard, my G. All right, let's come right here and start initializing this bad boy. Well, first and foremost, I guess what we could do is let's go to performance here. Okay, so passengers. Passengers, we've got 87.
This way.
Oops. Okay, 87 passengers. And let's see, cargo is 4785.
Good morning.
Alright. We'll do about 3,000 there. Fuel, we need 9,185 pounds of fuel.
This way.
We'll do 92.65. That looks good. Okay, 87. We got our cargo here. This looks good.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your
Alright,
carry-on
set that
items,
in.
please use the flight attendant call button
And
over your seat and somebody will
let's
assist
see
you.
here.
If the overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away,
Alright.
please clear the aisle and sit down
So
in your seat to allow other
17.9, takeoff
passengers
trim
to find their seats as
7.1.
well. If
Here's
you are
our
seated in an
MTOW.
emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities
There's all
in the
that good
safety
jazz
card in the
there.
seat back in front
Takeoff
of you.
flaps
Please make
8.
sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a
Runway
flight attendant
conditions
know so
dry.
you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones
Okay.
during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart. from the
Alright,
gate.
so now
Thank
let's
you
look at
and
the
welcome
fuel.
aboard.
9,262. $9,260. That looks good. Very, very good. Very good, mates. Alright. So now we can come here and get this bad boy crack-a-lacked. Alright, Detroit Airport. Here's the FMS position. So that's what we want to set. Here's the FMS position because that's exactly where we're at. We're not going to worry about the gate. Let's come over here to the flight plan and get this bad boy crack-a-lacking. And we're going to Midway, fam bams. Alternate is Indiana.
We are ready to go when you are.
And let's execute that so far. Let's go right to our departure here. And we're departing on the Cobb 3. Let's make sure Zegby is the transition. In fact is the transition. And we're doing runway 22 left. Alright, 22 left. Let's execute that. Go back to the flight plan. And let's see, to Cobb. And then after Cobb, we're doing Leroy. Then after Leroy, we're going to be coming right in on the airport. So we'll go back here to the index. Bada bing, bada boom. We're coming in on the Pang 5. And Bagel's the transition, and the runway that we stated that we are going to take is the RNAV RMP Yankee runway 22 left. Okay, RNAV Yankee 22 left Yankee. And we'll be taking that from TACT. And then we'll go ahead and execute that. Alright. So, let's go back to the flight plan. Now we can check legs. Sam's, baseline. Cobb, Leroy. Then we're gonna go bagel. Let's execute that. Let's see, Boca tact. Boca then tact. Perfect. All right. Now, guys, let's go ahead and put our cruising altitude in here. Flight level 220. Let's execute that. Now we can go back to legs. Then we can get an idea of what our climb should look like here. We'll only be at flight level 220 for a little bit. Then we'll be on our descent back. And let's make sure that we've got 3,000 attacked, which we do. That looks good. Alright, departure, arrival. Okay, we got our VNAV, we got our perf initialization that we need to do now. And let's get this information put in here. Fuel 9262. Cruise altitude. And let's put in our 0 fuel weight now. Okay. Zero fuel weight is 67,859. Great, gross weight 77,121. 77,121. That's our takeoff weight. I like it. Let's go ahead and execute that bad boy. And we can come here and check that. Bada bing, bada boom. And VNAV set up. There's our climb. That's looking good there. Alright, we've got our V1 at 143, V rotate 144, and liftoff at 153. Which is also echoed in here, so that's why we already set all of those parameters in the mates. Now let's work on some of this lighting here. She does tend to get a little dark. The anti-skid is armed. Looking good, looking good. Parking brake is armed. Boom, boom, boom. We're about to start working on our radios there. Let's get this lighting turned up as well. Get our squawk in. All right. Now we can come over here, my G's, to the radio. 122, let's get the CTAF in here. Let me check you fam bammers out. Who we got in here? Everybody's looking good, doing good. Auto March in Hollywood. Auto March in Hollywood, man. All right. Our squawk is 7212. All right, 7212 for ATC1, and let's get the CTAF here. I personally haven't heard of that game, Andy. CTAF frequency for Detroit is 135. All right. All right, 135. And 0.1235.40. And let's come back down here. So we got to make sure these bad boys are on. There we go. Now we can monitor both of those. And we'll be on this one communicating, of course. And guys, I think we're good to go here. Let us take a look at our departure here. Taxi briefing here. We're taxiing the runway 22 left. We'll do nose right, tail left, exit Quebec, pick up uniform. We'll take uniform to Yankee and go Yankee 10. So we'll do Quebec out of the ramp here, uniform, Yankee, and here to runway 22 left for our departure out on the Cobb 3. Sounds good to me. So in the meantime, let us get a few things crack-a-lacking here. So we're going to do nose to the right, tail to the left. Yeah. I always get that confused, man. Alright. So let's run up here now and go to the aircraft here. And let's close that, close that, close that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 318 with service to Chicago. Our flight time will be roughly 46 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Beacon is on. And now we can see our APU is starting. We'll get APU all the way up. %.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alright. That is looking good. Let's do APU isolation valve open. And so far we are ready to go. Okay, APU gen is on. AC is available.
Locking gear.
So we can get rid of that. And get rid of that. Andy Button, what's up, man? How you doing, my G? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Andy Black says he needs some boost. All right, we're gonna do nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please. It's commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. Welcome aboard, everybody. Good to see that you're doing good. Let's go ahead and get some flight controls on for you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let me
please
do
direct
one
your
last
complete
check
attention
here.
to the flight attendants as they demonstrate
The weather,
the
so we
safety
can get
features of our
the-
aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal
All right,
fittings into
METAR
one another and tighten the
1805
cord on the
knots,
loose end of the
temperatures
strap.
24,
To
altimeter
release
is
your seatbelt, lift the upper
3010.
portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it.
FMS 1 3010.
A vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically,
I can make a set.
For a good engine start.
Now what we gotta do, guys, is we gotta come down here and we're gonna put this thing on ATC 1, and then so now we are actually TARA, and let's come here and let's make sure traffic is on.
Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you
Alright,
that this
let's
is a
call out
non-smoking flight.
starting
Disabling or destroying the smoke
right
detectors
engine. Let's go
located
ahead
in
and
the
get
lavatory
our
is
ignition
prohibited
on.
by law. All of this information can
Beacon
be found
on,
in the
nav
safety
is
card
on,
located in the seat back
and
in front of you. Please read it
starting
and let
the
a
right
cabin
engine.
member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Hey, baby. Right engine is coming up there. Go for about 21 here on N2. All right, coming up on the right engine. Mock trim off there.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Okay. Good for that stab trim. Need to get down there and get the yaw damper on as well.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, windshield. Okay, hydraulics. Start getting those on now. As soon as we start the left engine. And we've got rotation on N2 here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
11. Let's see here. Get that terrain on. All right. Auto spoilers
The
are
cabin
on.
is ready for takeoff.
So far we're looking good here, guys. All right, let's start bringing up our hydraulics here. Okay, we got on. Actually, this one, we can get that one in the auto there. We can actually get them all in the auto if we wanted to. And that is looking good, fam bammers. We got two good engines. Let's go ahead and get that engine bleeds to both here. Close the isolation valve. And we will get the packs going there. Get that crack-a-lacking. Get our probes on. As well as our windshield heats into the low. Let's get our ignition off. And stop the APU and turn the power off there. So everything there is looking good. Nothing else on the annunciator panel. Let's go select our flaps, to flaps 8, and now we need 7.1 on the trims. Currently we're 7.5. And now we have 7.1 on the trims, guys. That is looking good. Everything down here is where it should be. Let's go ahead and get a flight controls check here. Let's just check the cabin doors really quick. Come to doors. All doors are buttoned up and sealed. Let's go to our flight control now. Alright, flight controls. We're going to go full up, down, aileron left, aileron right, neutral, and rudder right, and rudder left. And that is neutral. So that is good. We can come off to that now. And let's get back to our status page there. Okay, all that is looking good, my G's. Okay, we got flaps set here indicating 8. We've got our stab trim at 7.1. Fuel is confirmed 9,175 pounds. And we are good to go here, man. We'll be taxiing Quebec uniform Yankee 10 for departure on the Cobb 3. Detroit traffic. SkyWest 318 is now pushed back from stand Bravo 19. We are facing to the north. We'll be taxiing the runway 22 left for departure on the Cobb 3 via Quebec. Uniform Yankee 10 for Detroit Metro. Alright, let's see what we got cracking on the range here. And we're going to want to make sure that we're going to go to Sam's for our departure. Finally, let's go ahead and work on our cruising altitude here. Make sure we get the nav on there. Hey, you. Welcome home. Love you. Alright. We just got some quick ones today, boo. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and get onto our profile. We're just establishing our vertical profile out here. We'll do it about 2,200 feet per minute. Alright, FMS alt, we got nav, we got vertical speed, we've got our target altitude there, we got our rotation speed. Alright guys, let's go ahead now, and I like to taxi with the nose on and that on, y'all, and let's get our no smoking and seatbelts into the auto there. And we are good to go, man. Let's get outside and get a fit check here. Ooh, she looking good. She looking good, man. Alright. Alright, y'all. Let us make this happen. Hey, Chris, man. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yo, in the house. Alright. Toe brakes are held. Brakes are off. And nothing to do it but to do it, my G's. Welcome aboard SkyWest Flight 318, full service to Minneapolis. One scheduled stop in Chicago's Midway. Guys, we're going to take Quebec. Left on uniform to Yankee, right on Yankee. And then off. Probably on the first landing, we will not do a replay. We'll do a turnaround with a small break, and we'll do a replay into Minneapolis. First flying time is going to be about 45 minutes. Spawning's in the house, man. Good to see you, Spawning. Hope you're doing well, my G. Hope you are doing well. Alright, let's get the takeoff good luck on. There we go. Looking for uniform. Okay, it'll be left on uniform. Then we'll take a right onto Yankee. Got uniform approaching here. Taxiway looks clear. Okay, we're now merging on the Yankee. Yankee taxiway to the left looks clear. And Detroit traffic on Kilo. SkyWest 318 is crossing over runway 9 left. Continue taxi on Yankee for Yankee 10. Runway 22 left. Departure on the Cobb 3. Detroit Metro. Alright. So we'll continue on Yankee. Kilo goes off to the right there, as you can see. And then we'll be looking for Yankee 10. Okay. Everything is looking good there, man. Let's see, we got the ground radar. Ground speed is 16 right now. Okay, we got Yankee 5, a little bit more to go. Glad you're doing well, Spawning. Glad you're doing well, my G. That's really for you, Andy. Should you drink, not drink, man, that's all for you, my G. I personally don't drink. If I'm craving the taste of like a beer or something with a pizza, I'll take it in. But otherwise, I don't drink, fam bammers. I do have a vice, but it is not alcohol, my G's. Yankee 7. Greg Hill in the house, man. Good to see you, fam bammers. Alright, we got Yankee 9, one more, Yankee 10. Detroit traffic, SkyWest 318, merging on the Yankee 10 and then on to runway 22 left for immediate departure on the Cobb 3. Climbing unrestricted, we'll call clear of the field. Alright, all landing lights are on. Final does look clear. Alright, re-verifying V-rotate is 144. Let's get this clock cracking. Clock is going. Let's roll it out, my fam bammers. Alright, Toga. Airspeed's alive. Looking for 143. And rotate. Positive rate. Detroit traffic, SkyWest 318, clear of runway 22 left, climbing out on the Cobb 3, last call, Detroit. Alright, we are looking good. Let's see, we should be direct SAMs on the FMS. Okay, getting into our right turn. Alright, let's get rid of this bad boy. $8,000 and climbing. Okay, we're in climb mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners.
Alright, just minimizing that vertical speed here so we can pick up some speed.
Live TV and paid movies library.
And we'll have a right turn coming up here shortly. We are at 11,000.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of
Alright, autopilot is engaged. Okay, wing inspection can also come off. We'll put logo on. And we got a right turn coming up here shortly. Okay, we got our right turn. Autopilot is working fabulously. Aircraft is pitching down slightly so we can pick up some speed here. Okay, we're going to be on an indicated airspeed climb now. Alright, flaps up clean. Everything is looking good here. No alerts or alarms. We can switch it over to Unicom now. Alright, we're on Unicom, climbing out, still pretty slow here, only 170 knots, we're pitching about 1,900 feet up, so we got a good climb, and we'll be to flight level 220 here shortly, then we'll get back into the standard pressure here. We got 7 minutes and 25 seconds airtime here. Okay, alright y'all, let us get rid of these controls, man. And you guys are doing good here. First leg is so short, I'm not even sure we're actually going to even do any music on this leg. Let me check Volanta here. Yeah, absolutely no ATC at all. So we're going to continue our journey here to the west. We'll be crossing over Lake Michigan as we make our approach into Chicago Midway. We're not going to do any type of landing replays on the first leg. We'll do it on the second leg into Minneapolis, my G's. So far, things here in the aircraft are looking good. She's climbing out nicely. Nice, beautiful there as we depart Detroit. All right, where are we at? We are at transition. This is one thing you gotta click and hold, I think. Or it might be a right click. Yeah, some of this stuff is click and hold. Or you gotta double click it, one of the two. Come on. It's one of them. There we go. You gotta click and hold it in. Now we got it to push in. 29902. It's a tricky one, man. Alright, let's make sure we're all in the standard pressure here. 29902. Same thing over here. Let's go to the first officer side. Come on, you could do it. Very temperamental. It won't even let me like push it in right now. Alright, we're not going to worry about it. Just giving us the problems, man. Alright, we are doing good here. I gotta see what this other return lies, if there's anything redundant here. Oops. Let's go here. Okay, aircraft's performing nicely. Cobb, Leroy, Bagel, Pang Max, Haley, German Lock, Tact, Dixon, Mando, Yacht. Okay, we'll check something here in a second, you guys. Wait till we get to where we can level ourselves out. Almost to 22,000 feet here. 500 to go. Right now you can see here the engines are in the climb profile. We'll get them in the cruise here shortly. Alright, we're getting our warning here for the altitude. Approaching our target altitude of 22,000 feet. Okay, approaching 22,000 feet. Aircraft's going to level out. Nullifying that pitch down. And aircraft is increasing speed. As aircraft increases speed, our pitch will change here. See that aircraft picking up speed. Andy, man, what is going on? Yeah, roger that. Appreciate that. Alright, we're at 22,000 feet. Getting ready to pass over 230. Let's pull that power back. Now it says we're in the man. But in that man phase, you can see here it turns to cruise. So we'll continue to pick up speed and also watch to make sure we don't get barber's pole, but we are traveling a short distance. If we come here, we may be able to observe our top of drop. 2, boom, boom, next. Let's see if it gives us our top of drop. It'll give it to us on the MFD though. It doesn't give it to us here. Let's go to our VNav. That might be the one that gives us that information. Okay, cruise. So we still don't have that. You can see aircraft is picking up speed nicely. Alright, so let's get this thing, let's make sure we hit our next waypoint, which is going to be Leroy. So let's make sure we get Leroy direct in there. Okay, there's our barber's pole up there of top speed. Got a ground speed of 422 as we travel pretty much west. Alright, that speed is picking up, so let's now bring the power back slightly. Okay, there we go. Speed is right on the cusp. We'll make sure we don't accelerate at all. And we are, in fact, direct to Leroy and 39 nautical miles. So there we go, guys. What we need to do now, let me check here and make sure that speed isn't creeping up at all, which it is. Let's bleed it a little bit. Bleed it down just a little bit. We don't want to be right there. Alright, that should be copacetic. Let's look at our decision height. And crazy day at work. Kids are losing their minds, man. That is crazy, man. That is crazy, 100%. Alright, you guys. We're not... And maybe we'll get a few tunes on here. We got a little bit here to go. So we'll just put some tunes in the back room. Very softly, mates. Alright. So, what we're looking at here. Let's go to, first of all, this. We're going to be transitioning to Bagel here. And we can see we got 10 and 6. And then, of course, 4 above or at German, and then at TAC 3000, and that's the transition onto the RNAV approach. The RNAV approach that we're taking on this first leg is the RNAV RNP Yankee runway 22 left. You can see here we got a left traffic out of there if we're going to do a miss. Climb to 13 left, turn to 2600, direct the EON VOR here, which is the Payatone VOR. That's simple enough. The decision height is 923. Let's see if we can get that in there. Okay, speed is copacetic. See if we come here. It's a lot of turning here, man. Got a left turn coming up here, folks. Alright, let's monitor this left turn here. Now we should be direct to Bagel. And let's see. Awesome should be at 10. Yeah, awesome at 10. It's a lot of turning, man. Spending the whole flight with decision height, fam bams. Okay, what we got going on here? Okay, why did it come here and then turn here? Bagel heading of 201. What's going on here? Let's see. Okay, now she's turning left. Make sure it was something funny with that line there, so now we're going to make sure we're going to be direct to Bagel. Let's also square that heading up. Okay, there we go. Heading is squared up. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we'll come back to the decision. Well, let's go. Get that here squared away. I believe it was 926 or 36, one of the two. Okay, I see top of descent. Alright, let's check that chart, fam bams. Okay, it was 923. There we go. 923. There we go. All set. And our top of descent, if you guys see here, is right here. So let's start getting our descent up in this bad boy. We're going to target for 3,000 here. Now, one thing we forgot to do for pressurization here, landing elevation is 611. Turn that. Alright, sorry about that. Trying to get this, okay, 340. I was trying to get it to where I could click the button. It's up here. So you gotta kind of just turn this bad boy. 540. $620. 30, 40. There we go. Landing elevation, and it's 611. Alright, should be at 610 or 600. Let's do one click. Alright. Okay, I'm still curious what this additional line has been here. Okay, we're direct to Pang. Slightly off. So it's trying to... This line here is doing something, which I'm not quite sure what's going on with that or why that line ended up showing up. I think it's some type of glitch. It doesn't know what line to be on. Anyway, we're at top of descent. Bring that power back. Yeah, this line right here is just bugging me. Let's see some here. I don't know why that line is there. It's always something, man. Okay, looks good. Okay, we're descending down. And of course we want to get 10,000. Let's see, we got 20, we got 10 to go, 30. That'll get us about 10 there at this. We'll descend down a little faster here. It's an RNAV approach, folks. Sorry I've been pretty busy on this flight. I knew it would be busy. Let me check you guys out, man. My fam bammers. So on the Pang 5. Show you guys where we're at here. Oh, you know what? Sorry, that Navi graph was on the whole time. My bad. He says I'm calling Bud. No, it will be smooth. It will be butter. Sean Wynn is in the house, man. Good to see you, Sean. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're doing well, my G. All right. So, let's check the CTAF and the weather first of all. Let's see. CTAF for Midway is 135.2. And let's get a check of the weather to make sure we're still good to land to the west. And altimeter 3006, southern landing. Runway, the runway we're doing is good. The winds are 2006 knots, 10 static miles. Altimeters 3006, temperatures 26 degrees, dew point 06. We got few clouds at 15,000, scattered at flight level 250, which we're not even at, and we're on the descent. So let's get 35.2 in. Alright, let's slow our roll here. And we set altimeters 3006. Let's bring some of that speed back here. Increase that descent a little bit here. Alright, let's check our next mark here. Let's see. ASM is supposed to be at 10, Haley at 6. Definitely bring some of that speed back. Let's take a look here and see what performance is looking like. Right now, we've got a VREF of 141. Runway is pretty short, so we'll do flaps 20, of course. Let's get 35.2 in there, like I promised. Alright guys, we are on our way down. We'll get the flight controls on here shortly. We are expecting a nice, hopeful, decent landing on runway 22 left. And once we land on 22 left, let's get a quick briefing here. We're going to land on 22 left, and then we are going to have to exit left and come all the way back on Yankee to the terminal. And I believe at Midway, let's see where we're landing at, fam bammers. Gate Alpha 7. Okay, on the inside of the fork. Got it. Got it. Remember, we're not doing a replay on the first one. We'll do a replay on the second one, fam bam. So hopefully we can just have an aircraft in the turnaround state. And we're looking for Alpha 7. Okay, nothing close enough yet. All right. We're looking good there at 10,000. All right, bringing that power back. All landing lights on.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Brakes out.
We have begun our final descent into Chicago. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
All right, there's our 250. We're looking for 6 here. Bring that back in, fam bams. And let's look. Okay. 3,024.19. Let's get these flight controls on for you guys. Alright guys, speed is still copacetic, we're fully idle still. We're looking for 6,000 here, which we're looking good. Midway traffic, SkyWest 318 is a CRJ 900. Currently descending down on the Peng 5. We are currently direct to German at 6,000, expecting full stop on the RNAV Yankee runway 22 left for Midway. Okay, still looking good there. And let's make sure our auto spoilers are armed. Winds are 6 knots. We got a VREF of 141. So more like 146. We're going to come over the water, then we'll be back land-based once we get this left turn here. Keep the speed up kind of where it's at. A little bumpy over here. Okay, we got 3,000 mandatory all the way to Dixon. So once we get to 3,000, we can pretty much just stay here for a while and just keep our speed going. Let's go ahead and switch over. Midway traffic, SkyWest 318 is a CRJ 900. Currently at 3,000, arriving to Midway on the Pang 5. We are overhead German now. We'll be transitioning at TAC for the RNAV RNP Yankee 22 left full stop Midway. Okay, so we'll keep the speed here. Not looking bad. Okay, flaps 8, 230, flaps 20, 220. Okay, and these flap speeds will change. So we're going to bring her in probably flaps 20 or 30. We'll see how it goes.
Midway traffic, velocity 7702, 5 mile final, 22 left Midway.
Okay, we got somebody already reporting there. Almost there, fam bams. So after we get to Dixon at MDO, we need to be at 2400. So we'll kind of keep the speed nice and copacetic where it's at. Once we make our left turn here, direct attack, we will 100% get our approach mode activated. And I'm curious if it will get us down to 2400. Once we get where we're supposed to be. So we'll be on the RNAV. So everything's looking good, guys. So we'll have exit stage left and left Yankee up to Alpha 7. Let's look and see if GSX has Midway there. And okay, we'll do Alpha. Let's see. Guess we can do gate A1. I got Southwest. Okay, there you go. I guess we're getting handled by Southwest, folks. Okay, once we make our left, we're still at 3,000. Speed is looking good. That's where we want to be, is about 210. We'll throw on some flaps here shortly. Okay, I guess we'll stay nav for now. So we'll have to do our own descent. Because technically TAC is the initial approach fix.
Midway traffic, Southwest 4390, taxiing 22 left. Midway.
Alright, so we'll be doing our own descent. Midway traffic, SkyWest 318, overhead tact, continuing our approach now, transitioning on to the RNAV RNP Yankee 22 left. We'll call on a 5-mile final for departing and arriving traffic Midway. Look at that, my G's. We're going to cross right over that Chicago skyline there. There goes the tower. Once we get a little closer.
Midway traffic, velocity 7702, clear of 22 left, taxiing to the gate via Yankee Tango Midway.
There goes downtown Chicago, folks. The Navy Pier. Alright, speed check. First stage of flaps. Bring our slats out. Alright, next stage of flaps.
Midway traffic is Southwest 5810, taxiing to runway 22 left.
Midway traffic, Southwest 4390, departing 22 left, Midway.
Alright. Next stage flaps. Our aircraft. And midway traffic, SkyWest 318 is on a 10-mile final, runway 22 left, full stop.
Minimums. Pull up. Pull up. 500. Minimums.
Okay, gear down 3 green. Landing.
Minimums. 400. Minimums. 300. Sink rate. 200. Minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. Sink rate. 30. 20. 10.
Reverser's out. Looking for 80 knots. Alright, manual braking. Reverse free. And flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago. The local time is 10:38 a.m. and it's currently about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening
Midway
the overhead
traffic,
bins, as
SkyWest
items may have
318
been
is
shifted
clear
during the flight.
of
Please
runway
thank you for flying with
22
us.
left. We'll be taxiing back to the ramp for gate Alpha 1 via Yankee. Midway. Alright, aircraft is getting cleaned up. Start APU. And we made it, folks. Let's check you guys out here. That was a pretty quick, rushed arrival. Appreciate it. And my sim is now stuttering a little bit, so I don't even know if I'm going to do the second leg. I can't stand this little bit of stuttering that it's doing here. So we'll see. We're looking for gate Alpha 1. Aircraft is all cleaned up. Appreciate you guys saying nice work. Midway traffic, SkyWest 318 on Yankee will be crossing over runway 31 left and 31 right. Continue taxi to gate Alpha 1 Midway. Alright, we're going to ignore him. Runway's clear. Appreciate y'all saying nice. We'll check the Pack X to see what we get. On Yankee, SkyWest 318, crossing over 31 right, continue taxi into the ramp. Verify these parking gates. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. So we are trying to verify. Let's see what gates we got over here. Just trying to get to my chart. Okay, here's our Delta boys. I don't think it's this gate. Let's snake over here. Okay, that's Alpha 2. I almost wonder if Alpha 1 was on the other side. Oh, it's right here. It is right here, man. This might be the only flight, boo. Sim is stuttering a little bit, so Might have to be dealing with me. She's telling me, wife, she might have to deal with me, mates. Yeah. She's shaking her head no. You gotta deal with me, mama. All right, we made it in. For sure, for sure. We can shut these bad boys down. Okay, beacon can come off. Boom, 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 and boom. And that is all good to go. We'll leave the fuel pumps on for now. And let's get our ATC situation off. And come out and see how we did. Man, park this up in the building. That's how we did, fam bammers. Let me check you guys out here and see if we're in fact even going to do anything else, because my joint's stuttering a little bit. Which it won't change it by just me restarting the sim. I got to restart the whole computer. Alright, let us get rid of that. Let's get rid of the overlay there. And let's check and see what our lander rate is. Alright, look at that. Negative 101. Negative 101. Says unexpected arrival delay. Yeah, we didn't even get any water. I don't know why I'm totally telling my friends about this airline. But more importantly, 101 right here was our landing rate. So we buttered it onto the runway. We'll discard that. Bring this bad boy over here. Oh, while I try to figure a few things out to see if we're going to continue the stream.
At the wrong parking position.
Oh, we're parked. Maybe we were supposed to come on this line. That's probably what it was. Okay.
The boarding requested.
Okay, chocks are in place. Alright, somebody come unload this plane, man. I don't see any vehicles, man. Alright. So, let me do a few research here, but I think this might be the end of the stream. I will be right back with you guys. Stand by, soldiers. Stand by. All right, fam bammers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, unfortunately. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to restart the whole computer in order for the stuttering to stop. So I was hoping to get rid of it. Well, I was hoping it wouldn't happen at all. But seems like as soon as we hit that Chicago scenery, it got stuttery, and it's going to continue to kind of do that little micro stuttering. So I'll have to get rid of that, guys. So I do appreciate you guys riding along and checking in. And Greg, yeah, I don't know if yours does that, but everything is updated. I don't know what to tell you. She does that here and there. So if anybody has any suggestions for the future, let me know. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, man, for joining the stream. And we will see you guys on the next one. At least we had one nice little ride with a nice little butter landing in here. And maybe next stream to start with, maybe we'll finish the last leg up here. At any rate, God bless each and every one of you guys. Appreciate all of your viewership and support. And that's it, man. See y'all on the next one. Later, my G's. Big up. Have a great rest of your day.